So our support team gets thousands of questions every week, and now they save so much time with a custom agent that someone built in an afternoon. We call this our customer support bot. It lives in Slack and it answers questions using our documentation. This has been a game changer for the team because it helps them find answers to difficult questions, and it also uses every question as an opportunity to make our documentation and knowledge base even stronger. Okay, so here I am in Slack, and I'm looking at a channel called Customer Support Ask, and this has been connected with our custom agent. So here I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to say, question, how do I store prior versions of a page? This is a product question somewhere in our documentation. Now I'm going to click submit, and it'll just take a second to then go now look through our knowledge and find the right answer. And let's give it a second here. So after just a second, we'll see the custom agent has responded. I'm going to open up this thread here. Here you can see our customer support bot. It gives the answer to the question, and then it gives a citation, in this case, the page settings, and then it gives a thumbs up or a thumbs down to mark whether it was resolved. In this case, I'll give it a thumbs up because that looks good. And if I open up the page settings, you'll see over here, this is where we have information about the version history. Okay, so now let's pretend that we have a question that isn't in the documentation. Here in this case, I'll say, question, when is the next big user conference? You can see that the green check mark came to mark that this question was resolved. I'm gonna have our question here, when is the next big user conference? And here I'm gonna click submit as well. And this is an example of a type of question that has no answer in the documentation. All right, so we just got a reply there. Now I'm gonna open it up. And here we see I couldn't find anything in our help center. I created a new knowledge base update request to get this documented. And then if I open this up, you'll see what it's done is it creates a new ticket. I'm just going to open up this database so you see what it is. Next big user conference date. And if I open it up, it has information about this request. And then it also has a suggested title, suggested content, and exactly how we might implement this change. So at this point, we have a bit of an understanding of how this custom agent works in Slack. Now I want to go behind the scenes to show you how this custom agent was built. So here I'm going to open up this page over here. This is what a custom agent looks like. And let me show you where it lives in the Notion workspace here. Here under the agents sidebar section, you'll see a place where you could create any new agents. And in this case, where this agent lives. Now to give you a bit of an overview about what's happening here. At the top here, you see triggers. This is anything that should initiate the agent to do something. In this case, when a message is sent into a Slack channel or when any reaction is added. Down below, we see the instructions. So this is the brain of the agent, so it knows what to do. Down below, we see tools and access. So this is pretty self-explanatory, but it's where the agent can view or edit and create content. And lastly, down below, we see the model, and this is important because you can pick any of your preferred models from the current leaders, and we continually will update these as well. Now let's focus on the instructions because that's where the majority of work is happening. And before I get into it specifically, let me just note that as you create a new custom agent, the agent is going to help you create itself. And so when you write your prompt, it'll actually build it out in a way that's similar to what we have here already out of the gate. So don't worry about this looking too long or intimidating for you to write manually. So let's look high level what's happening here. At the top, we have an overview. This is the general responsibility of the customer support bot. We have the resources. So these are all the pages that it should look into, whether it's either finding an answer or creating a new request to update the database. Down below, it's super prescriptive about what it should do when an answer is found or not found. Down below, it gives more information about how it should handle any reactions in Slack threads or when people post alternatively in these channels. And lastly, we have style and tone rules, which this is, of course, more specifically about how it should respond. With that is everything that's essentially included. I'll make sure we include a link so you could copy these exact rules yourself if you'd like to. So this was the customer support bot that our support team has really been finding valuable recently, but actually this is just one example of a larger idea here. You can build a custom agent for any scenario where your team might be asking questions in Slack and there's answers somewhere in your documentation. This could look like a people team bot answering questions from things that come up in company policies or guidelines. It could look like a sales team bot, which could be helpful in looking into product details or pricing details. Also, perhaps for a product manager, maybe it could be a helper and help when there's information that can be found in different product specs or meeting notes or decision docs. And really the list goes on from there. So with that, I'd encourage you to get started creating your own custom agent. And if you have any feature recommendations, any feedback, any questions, we'd be happy to help and we'd love to hear. So please let us know.